Hi, my name is Amber Kivett. I'm a certified athletic trainer and a human performance specialist for Lifepro. Not everyone can afford a personal trainer or has the time to go to the gym. The good news is, with the Horizon Balance Ball Trainer, we're bringing the gym to you. Core strengthening, balance training, and cardio are all essential for our everyday wellness. Featuring on the Horizon is this new textured surface, which will be facing down if you're using the balance side of this once it's inflated. As you can see, it does have another textured non-slip surface on the other side, and you can also see handles that are molded into the platform. On the edges, you'll find the little clip area where you can use resistance bands of your own at home, or you can thread through some of the resistance bands that you might have found in some of your other products from Lifepro. The dynamic surface equals balance benefits and forces your body to work harder to perform simple balance exercises. As we get older, our balance becomes a little more challenging, and so the Horizon Balance Ball Trainer gives us the ability to work on very simple balance exercises, or we can switch up the exercises to make them more challenging by adding other components. Whether you're wanting to do sit-ups, push-ups, planks, squats, lunges, or you're wanting to work with the arms, you can add exercise equipment at home that you might already have to increase in the difficulty of the exercise. You're going to find in your manual tips, tricks, and precautions for home exercise programs on pages 11 through 20 of your manual. Also included is our exercise poster. After a lot of requests, we fulfilled the wishes of many of our customers by providing a poster with so many different options of how you can use this to create a total body workout at home. Only weighs 14 pounds, is 24 inches across, and has a max capacity of 440 pounds. So now, without further ado, let's go ahead and inflate this and we'll see how it works. So in your little toolkit, you're going to have a couple of different things. We're going to have the valve plug so that you can keep the air in the bladder side of it. And then we also have another little tool that will pluck out the valve if you decide you want to decrease the air pressure or increase the air pressure. You're also going to find included, you've heard about this from me talking in all past videos, the Amber Squishy Ball is here. We brought it here starting today with the Horizon Balance Ball Trainer. And so with the Squishy Ball, you're going to actually use the straw to inflate your Amber Lifepro Squishy Ball. We have this manual hand pump. If you have a different air pump at home that's more convenient for you, please feel free to try that. But we've provided everything in your toolkit that you need in order to enjoy the Horizon Balance Ball Trainer as soon as you can work it together. From here, we're going to take the handheld air pump and insert it into the Horizon. As you see, there's a tape measure that comes with. We don't want to inflate it any higher than 21 centimeters. So what I highly recommend you do is figure out where that 21 centimeters is, fold your strip, and you'll lay it down on the floor and make sure that as you're inflating, that stays where it should be. We want to make sure that we stay under 21 centimeters. You can have a little less air in it than max capacity, but nothing over 21 centimeters. So have your plug ready so that when you get to that height, you can go ahead and contain the air. So we're just going to start pushing away. And as you can see, you're going to get a workout just by inflating the Horizon. So let's see where we're at here. So I'm going to take my tape measure here, where I've got the marker positioned here, and we're going to see if we're to the ground. And we're pretty darn close, so that should be enough. Give it one more little pump. We're going to pull. I'm using my finger to keep the air in there as I take the plug in order to seal. Okay? Now from here, we turn it over, and we're ready to go. Now, we want to make sure that you get to use your squishy ball. So let me show you how this works. As you can see, the little plug is in there. You can take your enclosed tool and you slide it underneath of the valve where the stem is, and then it comes out. So that's what that little tool is for. Now, if you're already dealing with respiratory challenges, you might recruit somebody to come over and do this for you because it's going to take a lot of huffing and puffing to blow the squishy ball up. So here we go. Make sure and breathe in between. And just for demo purposes, we're going to say that this is squishy enough for today, but you can inflate this quite a bit more in capacity before it reaches its maximal load, and you're going to feel when you're to that end point because the ball, it's a lot harder to squeeze. And the point of using the squishy ball is to making sure that you can use it between your knees, between your ankles, for your low back, to compress up top. So whatever your comfort zone is, but you're gonna notice in a lot of my other videos, this inflates much, much bigger than where we're at here, but whatever works for you, works for us. Okay, so let's see how this works. Now, if you have your old resistance bands from one of your platforms, you can also take that in, and these little areas down here where you can actually clip using a carabiner clip, that's great. But if you don't have a carabiner clip, you can take your existing bands and you're going to pinch the end, slide it through, and then from here, you're going to slide your handle through your hole, and now you have your platform bands attached. Now here's the challenge though. This can be a trip hazard, so if you're wanting to do exercises on top for cardio purposes or for dynamics, you want to make sure that your resistance bands are not intact with the Horizon Balance Ball trainer in order to keep you from falling. I mean, we are trying to work on balance, right? So we don't want to fall over by doing a different exercise. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this for demo purposes. And then I'm going to show you some of my favorite exercises. I've actually fallen in love with this type of ball and do an entire total body workout on top of it. So one thing that you can do, like I said, you can do some push-ups and you can hold on to the handles if you choose to, or you can go hands on top, but you're going to use your balance to get started. And I like to just get up into that plank push-up position. You can seesaw or teeter-totter side to side. We can go forward and backward. We can do big circles. Okay, we can get into a push-up position. We want to make it more hard. We elevate a leg, drop into that push-up position. If you like the yoga side of things, give it a flip, and you can go into a modified downward dog. Okay, if you're wanting to work on sit-ups, we have a seat on top. And this is where the squishy ball can get a little more interesting because we can squeeze the ball with our inner thighs, we can sit on top, we can lean back and sit up. So depending on where you're at in your training and your expertise or your comfort zone, you can make this incredibly hard or incredibly easy. So we can take the ball overhead, bring it toes to ball. We can go rowing side to side. So we can stand up, and from here, we can just work on squats. So we can put the ball between our legs. We can squat as low as you can go. Okay, we can also just work on balance. So if we just have one foot in the middle, lift tall, raise that thigh to the outside edge, getting a little bit of abs here, getting a lot of quad here, a lot of different things that you can do. If you're wanting cardio in this, we can hop across, okay? We can make it really quick. Okay, another one of my favorites, little toe taps all the way around, okay? Now from here, the other things that we can do is we can gamify this. So I like to get friends in a group, get into a lunge, and we do a burnout contest and see who can stay in our reverse lunge position the longest, or we can do dips, tossing a ball back and forth to each other. So many different things you can do. One thing I do want to show you though, is if you have kids at home who are all into gaming and competition, this ball does not come with a Horizon Balance Ball trainer, but this is one of my favorite little games that works really well for kids or for adults who are trying to stay stimulated into the exercise. So we start with the ball in the middle. And we can go on our knees. We just get the ball moving. And we keep the ball on the surface. Kind of reminds you of pinball. And then if you want something a little more challenging, then we really focus on the fine movements of the ball until you get it back to the center or until you burn out your partner. And so there we go. So many things you can do. Again, go back to that poster or go back to the home exercise program in pages 11 through 20. Now, some of you might need to work on flexibility. So one thing that you can do is you can actually use it for a knee cushion. We go into a lift and a lean, and now we're working on elongating this whole side of our body, which a lot of times is responsible for causing low back pain and for hip pain. So we go there. Okay, we can go back on top, stretch up, open up, and relax. We can do, if you have sciatica issues, we can lay a leg across, okay? And from here, we can rotate side to side. So again, the sky is the limit, and that's where I'm gonna recommend to you, make sure that you're part of our Facebook VIP group, because I teach a lot of live classes, as do some of our other master trainers. And so you can find a lot of those workouts on YouTube, depending on what you're wanting to do. But you're gonna find in the near future, as the Horizon Balance Ball is out, that we're gonna be doing a lot of workouts so that you can understand what you want to do, depending on what your goals are, in order to get the best of your wellness out of the Horizon Ball. So, that being said, yes, cardio is up, heart rate is up, feeling like I'm starting to sweat. And as you can see, I haven't done that much, right? We've only been going here for a few minutes. So, if you have any trouble whatsoever with your Horizon Balance Ball trainer, make sure and reach out to us by emailing us at support, S-U-P-P-O-R-T, at lifeprofitness.com. Again, support at lifeprofitness.com, and one of our assistants will be happy to accommodate you. Thank you so much for your time with us today. We look forward to hearing how the Horizon Balance Ball Trainer is changing your life.